And yeah, I suppose a lot of people have been getting triggered by my thoughts and what I've been doing of lately, and yeah, we all want the same thing in life. Most of us want it, whether they know it or not. They want to be peace, live in peace, love and happiness, and that's what we are born with. Like we're a baby, we get born, and we have this innocence about us, just wanting to live and be happy. And I suppose through life, through your domestication, you get a lot of ideas and filters put on you, and triggers are a good way of questioning yourself. Like if you get triggered by something, it's a good way to find out why that triggers you, and it's good like little sign to tell you that, this thing triggers me. Why does it trigger me? Then you can go deep to yourself and like what has happened to you in your past and your domestication, and think back to like why does it trigger me? Why does it hurt me? Why does it make me want to hate someone so much? Why does it do all these things? Like, so through all this like suffering, we can learn a lot about ourselves and the attachments we have to ourselves, and the attachments we have to ideas that have been put into us, and it can really make us question all them ideas that have been put onto us. And if you really believe in them ideas, like go back and question your domestication, like all these things that you were told to believe, have you actually really questioned that belief? Like, have you actually gone back and that's what I'm saying, like me triggering you into hating me or calling me names and judging me. Like, if you can see that as a way of like, that is a sign of like you have an attachment to an idea. That's what it is. It's an attachment to an idea of how life should be lived. And you should question that and think back to, why does that affect me so much that I have to hate someone and call them names and judge them? So if you can go back to that thought pattern of like how life should be lived and who has told you these things, and like it can go back years and years, back to your younger years, and like it could be a deep trigger for you. And like if you keep questioning it, you got to get to the bottom of it. Like keep questioning, like one question will lead to another question until it gets to that deep part of you, like, oh, that's what it's from. And then you'll be able to connect the dots to this situation that's happening now. It's like you're trying to defend an idea that has been put on you throughout your whole domestication, throughout your whole life. You had this ideal that you meant to live this way and do these things, and yeah, you got to really question if you really believe in them. Like actually question them. Like when we're younger, we sort of just believe whatever because we're young, and we got to learn to survive quickly because we're young, and we got to listen to our parents who will listen to adults, like just because we're young and they're the adult, they would know more at that time. And hopefully, yeah, the domestic, most of the time the adult isn't always correct, but at the end of the day, they're just doing the best they know at that time in their life. And yeah, it's good to look back on all your lessons that you've been taught and actually question everything that you've been taught and learnt to live by. I feel like everyone should do that, and if you still believe in it, then go with it. But if I'm triggering you, or if anyone's triggering you, then it can't. It's not a. I think it's not a. It's a sign that you're attached to it too much. It's if you're attached to something so much that it hurts you and makes you want to hurt people and hate people and criticize and condemn, and like that's something that really you need to question about yourself and your soul, and because anything that makes you want to do that has control over you. It's an outside thing having control over your body, when the only thing that should have control over you is you, your soul, you. None of this outside stuff should affect you, because you have everything you need inside you. You're responsible for you, for what you do and speak, and if there's outside stuff that affects you, that should be questioned too, because if you really know yourself, outside stuff won't affect you. You're just aware, you're aware of this, you're aware of that, you're aware of things that are going on in your life, and like you can hear things, see things, and taste things. You know, you live in this world of senses, and yeah, it happens to me. I find things that trigger me, then I question myself. I'm like, wow, why did that hurt so much? What am I holding on to? What am my ego holding on to? You know, like my ego wants to always be right, or always like, oh, that's what it is. You know, my ego wants to be right. I have to defend myself because I have to be right, but it's just someone speaking their truth. It doesn't align with me, but it's just, yeah. If I get triggered by that, then that's my responsibility. That's my fault, because I let an outside thing trigger me, hurt me, when if I'm sitting in my truth and in myself and I know myself, outside stuff wouldn't affect me. So if something does hurt me, it's a good opportunity for me to look into myself and ask, why did that hurt me? What part of my ego is that stirring up? Why is it stirring me up? Is it because I always want to be right? I was always, you know, I'm a better person than them. I make more money than them. I'm a better person, you know, my ego is better than their ego, and they should know this. But yeah, these are the things that you got to question yourself, and you really find out about yourself, like what attachments you still have on life and outside things that affect you. And once you become aware of them things, it frees you up. It frees you up from outside hurt, people outside you hurting you, and so it just brings so much inner peace, knowing that you control your thoughts. And yeah, nothing outside can hurt you or harm you, and you can just go on in life and living it in love and peace, and just living life the way you want to live it. So yeah, this is I think that's all I want to say today, and yeah, I hope you guys got a bit of info out of it, and it's all about peace and love and happiness, and yeah, it's all love, baby. Till next time.